New details this morning about the Las Vegas massacre as the victims are being remembered.
Investigators are still looking for a motive. We have team coverage this morning with Jasmine Veal in Las Vegas. Cara Finstrom is here locally, and we start with Jasmine live in Las Vegas. Jasmine.
And Jeff, I mean, look at this heartbreaking memorial behind me, 58 crosses. This was brought and created by an artist from Illinois. 58 victims killed Sunday night, and their names on each one of these crosses that now greet people as they are coming and leaving this heartbroken city. And I want to just tell you one of the stories. You see the cowboy hat there on one of the crosses. That's Brennan Stewart's cross. He was killed as he was shielding his girlfriend from the gunfire. This is just a mile away from where they lost their lives. You can see the Mandalay Bay there in the distance. So many people, though, jumped in to help save lives. You might have already heard of the Marine veteran from San Diego, take a look, who stole this truck with his girlfriend as they ran from that gunfire, only to use that truck to take dozens of people to the hospital, piling them into the cab, into the bed of the truck. Taylor Winston and Jen Lewis, they were with friends at the Route 91 Harvest Festival, dancing the two-step to Jason Aldean when Stephen Paddock opened fire from that hotel room. And look at the chaotic moments of that night. Lewis told us, even with a broken back from a previous injury, she scaled a 12-foot fence. And by sheer luck, she was able to find that truck with the keys inside, and they did not hesitate to help.
About that time is when a lot of people had gotten through the fence and were in the street, and there were tons of wounded people and other good Samaritans just carrying people and flagging us down, and we were loading them into the truck as fast as we could. And we got about 10, 15 people in, and then we took off to the Desert Springs Hospital.
She says they made 2 trips to the hospital before they came back to see ambulances had arrived and could take the rest of the victims. But 2 trips, we're talking dozens of patients. And she said on the first ride there, Jeff and Sharon, that when they got to the hospital, the nurses, the staff, hadn't even known that a mass shooting had occurred. So again, this memorial behind me, you see each of those crosses has a white rose on it, candles, flowers, so many people. This city has really rallied together, come to support each other to get through this as best as they can.
Never been to Vegas before. And I'm taking 50 crosses with me. So today's Monday, October the 2nd, I think, 2017. So I've already had Chicago Tribune over here doing an interview on that. Been planning to be there Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Pastor Dan Haas may be flying out there to do a prayer vigil with me. And I'm hoping to have all the names in a couple of days and try to get the pictures on these crosses. And maybe try to get a second coat of paint on this. You gotta understand, you gotta be praying for these people, and as a carpenter, I'm just doing what I can. I'm a carpenter, doing something about it, trying to bring a face to this. When you see these lined up for 250 feet, it's going to show the severity of what happened over there. Morning early, a friend of mine, Leroy, came over here at 7:30 and told me about this. And no sooner than that, than he gives me, through Tao Martinez, gave me a gas donation. So that made it easy for me to do this. Being that I don't want to burden anybody for expenses. me right now that the tally might rise. So if that happens, I'm not sure how to handle it. I'd probably try to make some more crosses. You can see these need another coat of paint on them. The stands aren't painted, the hearts aren't on there, the names aren't on there, the ages aren't on there. It's going to take a lot of work. I know people think, oh, you can pop them out in 1 minute, but I'm trying to do my best job. And thanks for watching. I'm retired, and it's pretty easy in a country like ours to be doing this kind of a thing full time. The crosses are going to go in a museum. I just heard that we got asked to put the Vegas crosses in the Clark County Museum. Mark Hall Patton got a hold of me. He's one of the guys from a program called the Pawn Stars, and he's the curator of the Clark County Museum. And his phone number, and I'm allowed to give it out because it's the museum phone number, is 702-455-7955. And also Eric Papa, he's the director of public communications for Las Vegas, is inviting us to do this. And his number is public too. It's 702-378-8970. It's kind of complicated. We're putting all the crosses on November the 12th at 9 o'clock. We're going to move them over to the museum by noon. And it's complicated, but we're asking any family members that want to come out and be part of that. It's Sunday morning. And it's kind of officially kind of after 40 days is over. So this is a breaking story. And I'm planning to make 68, 69 crosses, copy crosses. That's what I started here. So you can see these aren't painted here. And then I'm slowly getting them painted. And then I'm going to be able to give those to each of the families. What I'm going to do is take the original cross, put it on a photocopy machine and copy it, and then take that piece of paper and put it on the cross, and with carbon paper make an exact copy of the original cross. But like I said, this is such an honor for the families. Just imagine that they're going to be remembered in a museum. I just can't tell you how exactly the mission that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to remember family members, and now that's going to... Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye.